You think being tired means you need sleep. You think that stress causes brain fog. You think that time is what makes you old. Not quite. What's really going on inside your body right now is much more specific and much easier to fix than any of that. Almost every cell in your body has tiny structures inside of it. Mitochondria is what they're called. And they are, without a doubt, the reason you are still alive. Every thought that comes to mind, every time your heart beats. Mitochondria make the energy for every signal your brain sends. And this is the problem. Your things are dying at this moment, faster than they can be replaced. After the age of 30, mitochondria work less well by about 10% every 10 years. That's not a guess. That's a drop that can be measured. Not as much energy. Recovery takes longer. Less smart. Not because you're getting older, because your cellular power grid is getting smaller. But in 2024, a research team at the University of California, San Diego published something that changed the conversation without making a big deal out of it. They discovered that certain foods, not supplements or drugs, increase the volume of mitochondria in human muscle tissue by 41%. In 12 weeks, 41%. That's not upkeep, that's new growth. That's your body making new power plants from scratch. And the mechanism behind it, it won a Nobel Prize. So let's talk about what those 4 foods are, what they do to molecules, and why most people eat them wrong. First, you need to know that most health content is wrong. You don't need more caffeine to feel more awake. You don't feel mentally slow because you need a way to get things done. These are signs that are happening later on. Mitochondrial density is the upstream cause, or the thing that actually controls how much raw energy your cells can make. Think of it like this. Your body is made up of buildings called cells. The building's generators are called mitochondria. If you have 20 generators, the lights are bright, the systems run quickly, and everything works. You're using backup power if you have 4 generators. You work, but you're not smart. Most people over 35 are dim, not stupid, not lazy, dim at the cellular level. And here's where it gets interesting. Your body already has the blueprint to build more generators. The genes are there. The pathways exist. They're just switched off, silenced by processed food, chronic sitting, and a few other things we'll get to. These 4 foods switch them back on. Food 1, fatty fish. Let's start with the one that surprised researchers the most, fatty fish. Salmon, mackerel, sardines. You've heard omega-3s are good for you. That's the short version. Here's what's actually happening. Docosahexaenoic acid, DHA, an omega-3 fatty acid, doesn't just float around in your blood and do things that are good for you. It gets inside the membrane of your mitochondria and stays there. The wall on the outside. It alters the structure, makes it more fluid, and lets the molecules that make energy pass through it more easily. But that's just a small part. The most important thing is what DHA does to a protein called PGC1 alpha. If mitochondria are power plants, PGC1 alpha is the boss who makes new ones. It controls mitochondrial biogenesis, which is the process of making new mitochondria from scratch. DHA turns on PGC1 alpha directly. A 2019 study published in the Journal of Physiology gave participants about 3 grams of omega-3s every day, which is about the same amount as 1 large serving of wild salmon. After 8 weeks, muscle biopsies showed that the density of the mitochondrial membrane had gone up, and the expression of PGC1 alpha had gone up. They didn't work out more. They didn't get more sleep. They ate fish. Most people make the mistake of thinking that a small fish oil capsule with 300 milligrams of EPA and DHA will be enough. You need 2 to 3 grams of DHA in particular. That means eating 2 servings of fatty fish every day or taking a strong supplement. 1/10 of what the research uses is what most people get. Food 2, pomegranate. Now this one works in a completely different way, and it's arguably the most powerful of the 4. Pomegranate contains a compound called ellagic acid, By itself, it doesn't do much, but when your gut bacteria break it down, they make a molecule called urolithin A. Urolithin A does something that no other supplement on the market was made to do. It triggers mitophagy. Mitophagy. Take that word apart. Mitochondria are the parts of cells that make energy. Phagy means to eat. Your cells actually eat their own damaged mitochondria, and this makes everything different. See, the problem isn't just that you're not building enough new mitochondria. The problem is that the ones that are broken are still around. Mitochondria that are hurt don't just stop making energy. They start making something worse. Reactive oxygen species, radicals that are free, poison for cells. They turn into toxic generators. Still connected, still going, but now they're leaking exhaust into the building. Urolithin A marks these broken mitochondria for destruction, gets rid of them, and in their absence, your body makes more new, clean ones. It's not just getting bigger, it's a complete renovation. In 2019, a clinical trial published in Nature Metabolism, one of the most respected journals in the world, found that urolithin A improved mitochondrial function and muscle endurance in older adults without changing their exercise. Here's the problem. Not everyone's gut bacteria can easily turn ellagic acid into urolithin A. About 40% of people don't convert well. The answer? Fermented pomegranate juice makes more people buy things. You can also eat pomegranate seeds with foods high in probiotics like yogurt, kefir, or kimchi to get the right bacteria in your gut. Don't just drink juice from a carton. Most store-bought juice is pasteurized, which kills the compounds that come before it. Get the real seeds. Eat them all at once. Food 3. Dark chocolate. This one sounds too good to be real, but the mechanism is very strong. Dark chocolate, especially cacao with 70% or more concentration, is one of the most concentrated natural sources of epicatechin, that is a flavanol. And epicatechin turns on a pathway that you probably haven't heard of unless you've read a molecular biology book. AMPK stands for adenosine monophosphate activated protein kinase. Your cell's energy sensor is AMPK. AMPK turns on when energy levels are low. It tells the cell, we don't have enough power, build more infrastructure. It makes mitochondrial biogenesis happen more. It helps the body burn fat. It makes insulin work better. Even when energy levels are normal, epicatechin from dark chocolate turns on AMPK. It makes the cell think it needs more energy, so it builds more. A study from UC San Diego, the same lab that found the 41% increase, found that adding epicatechin to the diet made both sedentary adults and trained athletes' mitochondria bigger, and their muscles work better. The effects were similar to those of moderate exercise in the sedentary group. Read that again. A chemical in dark chocolate acted like exercise on mitochondria. Now, before you eat a candy bar and call it biohacking, remember that the dose is important. The studies gave each person about 150 milligrams of epicatechin every day. That is about 40 grams of 85% dark chocolate. That is very good. Not chocolate milk, not flavor of chocolate. Dark, angry, not very processed, and timing is important. The best time to take epicatechin is on an empty stomach or between meals. If you eat it with a meal that is high in fat, it doesn't absorb as well. Small square in the middle of the afternoon with nothing else. That's how it works. Food 4. Leafy greens. The last one looks the least interesting on the outside, and the most important thing below it. Swiss chard, kale, and spinach. Arugula. These foods have a lot of dietary nitrates in them. The nitrates in processed meat are stuck to proteins and act differently. Your body turns plant-based nitrates into nitric oxide, and nitric oxide is the main thing that controls blood flow. This is important for mitochondria in particular. Mitochondria need oxygen to make ATP, which is the energy currency of your cells. Without oxygen, there is no energy. If your mitochondria can't get what they need to work, it doesn't matter how many you have. Nitric oxide makes your blood vessels bigger, brings more oxygen-rich blood to your muscles, brain, and organs. When you get more oxygen, your mitochondria have to work harder. And when mitochondria work harder, PGC1 alpha turns back on, which starts biogenesis. More building because of more demand. But there's more to it than that. Folate and magnesium are both direct cofactors in mitochondrial enzyme function, and leafy greens are also high in these nutrients. More than 300 enzymatic reactions need magnesium alone, and many of these happen inside the mitochondria themselves. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition in 2021 found that people who ate 2 or more servings of nitrate-rich greens every day had better mitochondrial efficiency. This means that their mitochondria made more ATP for every unit of oxygen they used. Not more mitochondria, better mitochondria. That's what makes the difference. Fish and chocolate make things bigger. Pomegranate cleans up the broken ones. Greens clean the ones you already have. What was the mistake? Cooking breaks down the nitrate content. Boiling spinach can cut nitrates by as much as 50%. You can eat them raw or with just a little steam. And eat them every day because nitric oxide doesn't stay in your body long. You can't keep it. You need a steady supply. This is how the system works. In the morning, eat a few raw spinach or rocket leaves. Start the nitric oxide flow early. At noon, eat 40 grams of 85% dark chocolate on an empty stomach. Turn on AMPK. Dinner, a piece of wild salmon or sardines. Fill your membranes with DHA and turn on PGC1 alpha. Pomegranate seeds with a fermented food make a great snack or dessert. Start mitophagy. Get rid of the wreckage. 4 different foods. 4 distinct molecular pathways, all leading to the same result: more mitochondria, cleaner mitochondria, and more energy at the cellular level. This isn't a meal plan. It's a biological intervention that is aimed at a specific group. This is the part that no one talks about. These paths work together. When epicatechin activates AMPK, it makes omega-3s work better with PGC1 alpha. Urolithin A's mitophagy clears the way for the new mitochondria that both are making. Greens give off nitric oxide, which makes sure that each new mitochondrion gets the oxygen it needs to work. They don't just add up, they grow. The next time you feel tired in the afternoon, the next time your brain gets foggy at 2 p.m., the next time you wonder why you don't have as much energy as you used to, don't blame your calendar, don't blame your age, don't blame your willpower. Look more closely. This was never a problem with motivation. It was never a problem with sleep. There was a problem with the power supply. And now you know exactly how to put it back together. Your cells are not fixed. They are not going down on a set schedule. They are waiting for the signal to build right now. Send them the signal. If you just sat through all of that and your brain is making connections it has never made before, this channel is for you. Subscribe now so that the next one can find you. Also, please let me know which of these 4 you are starting this week by leaving a comment. I read each and every one.